So new body, bigger bag, bigger butt. I was just kidding. Finer things in life. Finer things in life. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shatasha, aka your Sidity Cousin for those of you who are new here. Welcome back! I know it's been a minute. I was like, ooh, they gonna cuss me out. I know it's been a minute, but y'all like the new intro? That's right, we got a new intro. We got new graphics on the channel. We just back in our new bag. We feeling good, you know. I ain't gonna say new body, but I've been working out. So new body, bigger bag, bigger butt. I was just kidding. Well, it has gotten bigger, I ain't gonna lie, but it's mine. So we are just back and we are better than ever, okay? We are feeling great. We've been working on ourselves. Yeah, see, my teeth got straighter. I almost done my Invisalign. Okay, like, I just been glowing up in private. That's all. That's all. Didn't nothing stop. The grind kept going. The bag kept growing. And I just kept glowing. But on a serious note, I am going to get into where I've been and the things that I've had going on in these past, like, 6 months that I've taken off of YouTube. So if you're ready for the tea, then stay tuned as I get ready to do my makeup so that I can go ahead and film my next video. All right, y'all. So where do we even start? Well, clearly with my eyebrows, because I did them off camera and they do look very good. But no, seriously. So if you follow me on Instagram, I kind of announced that I was coming back to my YouTube channel after taking, you know, like a 6 months hiatus. But no, seriously. So I did announce that I was coming back to my YouTube channel because, for one, I miss my cousins. I miss y'all so much. And I know y'all probably have been wondering, like, girl, where you been? Are you coming back? Did you give up on YouTube? You don't care about us no more? You don't want to be family no more? But that is not the case at all. And we're going to get all into it while I get dressed because I'm about to get ready. So I'm going to do like a little light makeup look so that I can actually film another video for y'all, because I'm going to try to be consistent with the content because my summer is about to be lit. So I guess we're just going to hop right into it and start with what people have been asking me. I did do a Q&A for people to ask me questions on my Instagram page. I did like a poll in my story. And then I had put it on like my YouTube channel. So I have a few questions that I will be going through. And then also I'm just going to give like a little life update and then just some things that people asked about me. And we'll just go through them all. So I'm not going to get into the makeup look. I'm just, again, just trying to get ready so I can film another video. But I think y'all more so care about the tea. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so one of the main questions that I got multiple times from multiple people is, where have I been? So for those of you who follow me on like my social media on Instagram, well, that's the only other social media I use is Instagram. You would know that just because I have not been filming does not mean I have not been outside. So I have definitely been living life in the meantime, even though I haven't posted since I think like last October. And then I feel so bad because what I posted in October was a fall vlog and it was part 1 of the vlog, and I didn't even post like the second one. I technically still owe y'all part 2 of that vlog because I do have the content. I came across it the other day, so I owe y'all part 2. Oh gosh, what color is this? Yeah, this is supposed to be like my winter color, but oh, it's blending out, I guess. Oh child, okay. That's enough. I don't need no more. We're gonna make this stretch. But anyway, so I do owe y'all part 2 of that vlog, and I do owe y'all my Christmas vlog because I did film like the rest of that month after we celebrated like all the birthdays, and then I also filmed a vlogmas for the whole month of December and not necessarily like the weekly vlogs. I didn't want to do that. So if y'all want that content still, I will edit it, but let me know that y'all want it because I don't want to waste my time and then I feel like y'all don't care. This looks a little dark, but it'll be fine when we by the time I finish. Anyways, so, and this is supposed to be my winter color. Boy, this looks so dark. Did I use the right one? Yeah. And I went to Sephora and got the Dior Backstage in like a lighter color this winter. And so I'm actually really surprised that this looks weird. Maybe it's just the lighting from the camera. Like, maybe it's just the lighting. I think it's just the lighting. I got like multiple lights. Anyways, not important. So where I've been. So yeah, if y'all want those videos from then, you know, I will put them out. Because at the end of the day, reality TV shows, they film like a year ago at the time we see it. So if y'all care to see what I was doing at the end of the year, let me know. And I'll work on those videos. But in the meantime, girl, where you been? So, I've been around. Like I said, if you follow me on social media, on Instagram, on either one of my pages, at Shatasha B or at Blackwell Billionaires, then you will see that we have very much so still been very active. Like, we've been outside, we've been at the games, I still be going to eat, like, hanging out with my girls. I still, you know, do everything that I've been doing. I just haven't been filming. And a couple reasons why, just in all transparency. The main thing was I was feeling some type of way about oversharing. And it's not necessarily like, I don't feel like I was oversharing, but even when I was sharing, I just felt like I don't be wanting people all in my business, and it's kind of like I put people in my business by, you know, deciding to share aspects of my life with social media. And then I just got to a point where I was feeling like, okay, I don't want to keep buying stuff and feeling like I'm obligated to share with the internet. You know what I mean? Or every time I go out, I don't want to feel like I have to record. It has to be a part of my content. It has to be a part of my channel. Like, I felt like my social life was becoming my business. And then, because this is a business essentially at the end of the day, like, I have a real career, a full-time job, and I have a pretty professional job at that. So it takes a lot of my time, and I have, like, which leads me into another reason why I was so, you know, ghost. But it takes a lot of time to be consistent on this platform. And I want to make sure that whatever it is I'm putting out, I'm not just putting something out to say I'm putting it out or just to have videos, to have content. I very much so choose to base my channel off of my real life and the life that I'm living, the plans that I've made. I don't want to feel like I'm doing something for the internet. Like, I don't want to feel like I gotta go on vacation because of the internet, or I gotta buy this bag, or I gotta buy these shoes, or I gotta look like this, or I gotta do that. And so when I started feeling like that, it was becoming an issue for me, because internally I was like, you know, I want to enjoy this. I want to do this for me because I like it, and not because I feel like, oh, I got to put out a video next week, or I need a video next week, or I need something to film next week. And so when it became more of a job, and I already have a job that's already very busy and demanding at times, I just had to take a step back, especially for my mental health as well. So my job is pretty demanding at certain times of the month and at certain times of the year. And so at the end of the year, that was like the last I actually filmed, because I was approaching my busy season at work. And my busy season is during, like, honestly, for me and my team, it's like the first half of the year. I still had a very busy time in addition to, like, my normal stuff, because we're implementing a new system at work, and I was a part of that team and that project. And then also I do a lot of our social events at work, and so I've been working, like, on those projects. So I've been pretty busy in my full-time career, and I kind of had to take a step back from my, I guess, extracurricular activities, because filming is not a problem. It's editing that becomes like an issue and very, very time consuming. And then, of course, you know, you're like, oh, you can pay somebody to edit, da 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 da. But it's not the same. And if you're a content creator, you know, it's like you're presenting yourself online in a certain way. And when you edit things, I mean, we see it all the time with, you know, reality TV. Things can get misconstrued, or people may not just, you know, and of course you got the final say, but people may not just do you in the light that you want to present yourself as. You know what I mean? I hope y'all get what I'm saying. But that's the reason why I didn't want to hire an editor. And then also, I'm not really receiving monetary return on my investment with all the time that I'm putting into this, my time and effort. And so obviously I have to prioritize my main source of income, which is my corporate job. And for those of you who don't know, I am a corporate accountant and I work in tech. So I work for a tech company. And yeah, so I be pretty busy a lot. And when things got really busy, again, from like the first 4 months of this year, because we're in May. So when things got really busy, I had to prioritize that. And I've been doing really well, if we want to talk about it. I've been excelling in my professional life, okay? Get to the bag, sweetie. But so yeah, that's where I've been. I've been focusing more so on my mental health, my main job, my main career, and then also just, you know, trying to figure out what makes me happy, because doing YouTube and, you know, trying to be an influencer, I enjoy it. But again, it is a lot of effort, and I don't feel like people really understands how much work it takes, because it's one thing to just sit here and film and be on camera and talk to you guys. Like, that's the easy part. That's the part I love, because I love y'all and I love connecting with y'all. But all the work that goes on behind the scenes, it's just a lot, for real, for real. Like, even before this video, I filmed part of another video, which is what I'm doing my makeup for, so that I can film the sit down portion. And even that took over an hour, and it was just trying on clothes. But you still have to get the setup right, the light. Like, it's just a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. So that's what I'm pretty much doing today. Today is Sunday. I've spent all day filming, preparing to film, setting up, creating content, and it's very time consuming. So I have good self-awareness. I want to say great, and then some people be out there and like, girl, I feel like I have great self-awareness. So I oftentimes sit back and reflect on, you know, what I got going on, what's making me happy in my life. Like, I do a lot of like self-evaluations. And so I had to really sit down and figure out, like, okay, does this YouTube channel serve me, and what it is that I would like to do with my life in the future, and who I'm becoming, and, you know, like, what do I get out of it? Do I value it how I thought I would now that I'm actually in it and I'm doing it? Because I was pretty active for like 2 years. And so I wanted to make sure that I'm not just doing it for the hell of it. I really wanted to sit down and see, like, you know, am I happy doing it, and how did I feel? And that's when I was telling y'all, like, clearly I felt like, okay, I don't want to be obligated to do and live for the internet. So I just need to take a step back from that. And then in therapy, yes, I'm in therapy, because bad bitches go to therapy too. So in therapy, me and my therapist, we talked about it, and, you know, she really just advised that I take a lot of time to myself to just focus on what it is I want and what do I find meaning in, and the things that I want in life and I want out of my future. And so that leads me into the next question that someone asked me, and it was, what's your dream job? If not current, what's stopping you? Like you said when you sent the message, I don't dream of working. But no, seriously. So I think, okay, so if not currently. So currently what I do obviously was a dream at some point. So I have my master's degree in accounting, and that's what I do in my current day-to-day job. I've been doing this for the past, what is this, 6 years almost. So I've been doing accounting for the past 6 years. I do not have a problem with changing my career. Let's be clear. Let me say that again. I believe that you can start over as many times as you want to in life. This is life. You're here for a long time, hopefully. So if you're going to be here, I don't believe in being unhappy. I don't believe that you got to do the same thing for the rest of your life. I don't believe that you have to be tied to the same people for the rest of your life. No offense. I just feel like these rules that we live by, most people are very questionable sometimes, and a lot of these things are made up. So it's just like, no, I believe in my happiness, and I believe that everybody should do what makes them happy, to be completely honest. And so if a job is not serving me or a career is not serving me, then baby, I'm not going to keep doing it. Like, I'm just not. I refuse to be unhappy. Absolutely refuse to be unhappy. So getting back to the question, what is my dream job? So I used to think that I wanted to be in the entertainment space as far as television and film. More so, well, I guess no, it started with me wanting to be a radio show personality. I always thought that was like a pretty cool job. So I did, well, I tried to do journalism in undergrad, but didn't really work out, so changed my degree. But I've always still been very into the entertainment industry, and so a lot of my extracurriculars, I participated in like the music business events, different programs at school, a lot of different internships. So I always wanted to be in the entertainment space. And so I guess now with my YouTube channel, I'm doing that, but I'm doing it in a way that I want to do it, because I really wanted to work in the music business. I love the music business. I can't sing, but I wish I could. But I always wanted to be like in the music business. And so I just felt like once I was doing like a lot of the different internships and I was seeing what different jobs entailed, I didn't like grind mentality. And I know that that's the spirit of an entrepreneur, period. But like at the time, that just wasn't for me. So I like knowing that I have a consistent check coming in. And obviously a very nice check coming in. But when I was interning, I was working for free a lot. Like a lot. I made no money. I was doing some pretty cool shit, but I made no money working in the entertainment industry. So like, yeah, it just didn't work out. And again, I'm not with the gig work. Like, I really wanted something permanent. And a lot of the people that I was working with, you know, they were hustlers, and they were definitely, you know, you got to get out, go get it, go find it, got to do it. And I mean, they had, or what I perceived to be, wealth, but it wasn't transferring to what I was doing for them. So I didn't see how I would come into it. It's like, you probably got your wealth before you were doing this. And so I saw early on that I wasn't making no money. It looked like they weren't making no money, and that wasn't making any real moves. So I transitioned and I pivoted, which is what I'm really good at. I will pivot. When something doesn't work out, baby, I pivot. So I pivoted. I think I put too much bronzer on right there, but it's okay. I'll just put more powder on. So now that I'm actually, you know, doing the job that I got my degree for, I see that I don't want to do this long term either. And I don't know, it might be the Gemini in me, but let me tell you something about me, baby. I was born on the summer solstice. For those of you who may not know, my birthday is June 21st. My birthday is next month. It's actually in about 4 weeks. And I'm excited because we're going to make up for my trip that Delta fucked up last year. So stay tuned because I will be vlogging that trip as well. But anyways, so I don't want to do accounting long term either. And it's more so because of the busy work schedule, which I told y'all, like, I don't mind hard work. No, let me take that back, because yes, I do. I don't mind putting time and effort into what it is that I do, but I have to enjoy what it is that I do for me to work super hard at it, because I believe in working smart, not working hard. And I don't find anything to be wrong with that. I don't care what people say about millennials, Gen Z, whatever. That's what works for me. None of my jobs have been like super conventional jobs. I've always pretty much had flexible jobs, flexible schedules. I like to be able to do what I want to do when I need to do it. And I need you to understand that as an employer, that we have lives outside of work if this is just my job. However, or career, because I work in corporate America. But at the same time, if it's something that I'm doing, aka my YouTube channel, and I have this whole entrepreneurial spirit, I understand that I do have to work around the clock. However, my current career does not allow me enough time in a day to work around the clock for them and for you, because I do have to work hard certain times of the month, every month, and it's even worse every quarter. So I say that to say I'm going to pivot again. I don't know how soon it's going to be, but I do want to do something else, which is why I do take on extracurriculars at work, because I'm trying to see where I will navigate if I stay with my company, because I do enjoy working in the tech company. Like, I mean, it's hella benefits. It's a really great employer. They care about us as humans. Like, the culture at my company is A1, okay? So I don't see myself leaving my job anytime soon. But if they do have an opportunity for me to transition to another department, I will consider that. And I don't know if I ever finished what I was stating originally, but I used to want to do entertainment live broadcasting. So when I was saying, like, you know, film and television, I actually took acting classes too. And I got a couple callbacks to be in like a Tyler Perry show, a show on, it was like either, I don't think it was ABC, maybe it was CBS, or one of the television shows that you can, or television stations you can watch if you don't have cable. So I don't know, but it was gonna be good. And like Kyla Pratt was like the main character, and it was about being like single and dating in Atlanta in your 30s, I think, late 20s. I think it was called 30s. I don't know if it ever got picked up because it was for the pilot, but either way. So yeah, it was a few things that I auditioned for. I actually had a part in this movie that someone was making about their life. He was a basketball player, and yeah, it was something. I played one of the exes. So, I mean, it was interesting. But yes, yeah, so I dabbled in that for a minute. I've dabbled in a lot of things. If you know me, you know that I have done it all, done it all, done it all. But yeah, so I dabbled in that, and then I always said like I wanted to be a television hostess because clearly I like to talk. But I would love to have been a television hostess. Like when they came out with The Real with like all the minority women and they were young, I was like, oh my God, that's my ultimate career goal. I want to be a hostess on The Real, and then they canceled it. And I guess I could do my own podcast and have like a little television talk show, whatever. But I'm so sick of these podcast people. Like, everybody's opinion is not warranted. Like, no thank you. It sounds good. It could be cool, but like, no thank you. I don't want to have my opinion and my views end up somewhere on the shade room and people taking me out. Because, baby, I went to school with a guy who went viral. His podcast went viral because of all that dating, her role, his role, all that bullshit. Like, I get so sick of seeing that shit on the internet. I be wanting to delete my Instagram. Like, I ain't gonna lie. So my page is pretty inspiring for me. And so that's why, you know, I continue to choose to operate it, have it, post content on there for y'all. Because another thing, like, I didn't go ghost, but I kind of switched my content a little bit. So although I wasn't making full YouTube videos these past few months, I was still making reels on Instagram, and I was still doing posts on Instagram. So I didn't just go ghost. Okay, the camera is overheating, so I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to finish my makeup. I'll come back, and then we can get into the rest of the questions. All right, we're back. So, as I was saying, so I would have wanted to be a television hostess, and I considered, you know, the whole making my YouTube channel more of a sit down, talk to y'all type of thing. But again, I just feel like everybody's opinion is not necessary. Especially now that I'm in therapy, and I've been in therapy for like a year now. I just feel like, especially with the internet, people just share too much. And sometimes the people that's giving these messages or this advice are people who are unhealed themselves, and that also have their own demons that they need to work on, and are probably some of the people who should be the last ones to give advice. So now that's not to say that everyone is like that, because there are a few different YouTube channels that I like B Simone and Megan Ashley's. They're Know For Sure podcasts. That's a good podcast. I don't watch every episode, but sometimes if a clip come across my Instagram feed and it's something that I, want to hear them talk about, I'll go to the YouTube channel and watch it. And that's another thing. I don't listen to podcasts. I'll watch the YouTube videos for them. Even like Carisha Please. I would like to do something like that, but more so on a level, because I definitely want it to be related to musicians and to the music industry, not necessarily just completely pop culture. Oh shit, I fucked up. It's okay. I'm gonna get it off when it dries. But anyways, I don't want it to be like gossip, pop culture. I want it to be informative, informational, even if it is related to the entertainment industry. Maybe even on the business side. So like on your leisure, I watch some of their videos sometimes, which is very informative. And being that I am in the financial space, in the financial industry, I watch a lot of business things. So certain podcasts I do like. I do respect their opinions. Some people's opinions are uncalled for. Sometimes they just be saying wild stuff for views on the internet just to go viral. And I just don't appreciate it. So I don't want to be out here giving my opinion. And again, my opinion may not be the popular opinion. And I don't want to deal with the blowback of, oh, she said this and she said that. And it interferes with my image. Not that I really care what people think. But at the same time, if you're going to build a platform, you have to be aware of your brand. And that's just not a situation that I would want to be in personally. So, not doing that. All right, we got to get through the rest of these questions so that I have time to film, because it's getting late. So we talked about that. So, a part of the where you been, what's going on, me and my husband, do we want kids? I wasn't surprised to get a question about children. So, let me set the record straight. Ken and I do want children. We intend to have children. However, there is no rush. There is no rush to have kids. Granted, Ken and I have been together for 10 years this year. This October will make 10 years that we've been together. And we've been married. August will make 6 years that we've been married. But we are in no rush. In the beginning, well, I'm not going to say in the beginning, but when we got married, we made a decision that we weren't going to have children within the first 2 years of our marriage. And within those first 2 years, we honored that. However, as you grow in life, some of the things that you want or you thought you wanted change, and then you start to value other things. And so Ken and I have both been growing in our professional lives, and we still have goals that we would like to reach first before becoming parents. So with that being said, yes, we want children. I actually want a few children, but just not right now. Let's see. So, oh yes, I have been exercising. So if y'all saw, yeah, I've been posting a few more pictures, because I said in 2023 I was going to take more pictures for the gram. And I have slimmed out a little bit. So I've just started exercising a bit more consistently, to be honest. That's the only, well, that, and I've changed portion sizes of what I eat and how often I eat. I listen to my body. If I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat. Like twice last week I didn't eat dinner, but it was okay because I probably had like a nice size portion for lunch. But the reason I've been losing weight, or I've been slimming out, because I don't even feel like I've been losing weight. I feel like I just been, toning up, slimming down a little bit. Because we got the elliptical. So one of the last vlogs, we ended up, I don't even know if it was in the vlog. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. So we ended up getting an elliptical, because I just don't like to go to the gym. So we got an elliptical, and I just exercise on the elliptical. I try to do 3 to 4 times a week. I'm not the most consistent at that, but I still am way more consistent on my own elliptical than forcing myself to go to the gym. And so I try to make sure I do the elliptical to get my cardio in, and then I'll do calisthenics after. So I'll do like a bunch of different exercises that involves like core work, my glutes, and like squats. Definitely a lot of ab. I do a lot of core because, you know, we're trying to look fine, okay? It's the summertime is coming. We want our stomach to be on flats. So, yeah, I do a lot of core exercises. So, I do about I've increased it. So, maybe 150 different core reps across multiple exercises. And then I'll do squats and like kicks. I stretch. I work out more on my own, so that's why I've been looking fine. Okay. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm getting there, at least as far as like the look. I don't necessarily have like a goal weight, so I couldn't tell you what that would be because it might not look right. Like, since I've gotten older, I do like having more weight on me. It definitely makes me feel like an adult. So I'm not necessarily trying to be like the skinniest person walking around, but at the same time, I do want to look healthy and I want to feel healthy, because it's one thing to look a certain way, but it's another thing to feel a certain way. And I do feel like I look good and I feel good when I work out. So that's why I don't beat myself up about it. I feel like, you know, if it's something that I want to do and I'm going to be consistent with it, it has to come to me naturally. I don't force myself to do anything. I gotta believe in what I'm doing, or it has to bring me some type of value that I value, or reward that I value, especially if I'm gonna do it long term. So I have to do things at my pace. I'm on my own race. I don't compete with anyone, okay? I don't compete with none of you bitches, so I do things on my own time. And then again, I was saying that I was working on like short form content. So like, I like doing reels on Instagram. It takes a good amount of time too, but not as much time as editing a YouTube video. So I think short form content, I was trying to experiment with it. And even like on here with YouTube, they have the YouTube shorts. And people have told me to like get on TikTok. So I've really been just trying to figure out where do I want to go next as well with like my social platforms. If I do want to try TikTok, how is short form content? Is it more engaging? Do people interact with short form content more than long form content? Because I get hella love from y'all and I really do appreciate it, but a lot of people don't comment. So sometimes, you know, I have like all these views, but people aren't necessarily engaging with me. And so it's kind of like, well, do they like it? I don't really get much feedback from it. And I do get, so I know what I get feedback from. The type of videos, so again, I'm in the financial space. I'm a numbers person. I'm a numbers girl. I look at my analytics and the way things be trending. I know what the girls want to see. However, the numbers don't necessarily correlate to what I enjoy as far as engagement, because I enjoy talking to y'all and I enjoy sharing my life and I enjoy vlogging. But some of my more successful videos on here are the ones where I'm spending thousands of dollars. And I don't want to necessarily feel like I got to spend thousands of dollars to maintain my audience. So I would rather be here for the people who enjoy me and the things that I like to do, and that's the type of content I like to make. Oh, my Invisalign process. So, if y'all ain't noticed, your girl teeth are looking amazing. I am currently, well, technically, I'm going into my third phase of my Invisalign, and I didn't even know people had 3 phases. So, I love Invisalign. I've enjoyed my journey. It has been really good for me. I know other people have been doing it as well. I've seen girls on YouTube. I had a friend doing it. My mother-in-law, she has a journey with hers. And I think it's just been different for everybody. So myself, I've enjoyed it. So one of the things that people struggle with Invisalign is keeping the trays in all day. You're only supposed to take them out to eat, and sometimes they say don't even take them out to eat, and then obviously to brush your teeth at night and in the morning. So I work from home. I've been working from home for a while now, and I have absolutely no problem with keeping my Invisalign in. Technically you do 1 tray a week, but if your teeth hasn't made the progress that it should have made by the time you submit your scan, they may retain you for a few more days, and then you can move on to your next tray. So I've been through 2 phases already. My first phase was, I think, 16 trays. My second phase was 9. And I'm currently waiting on my third set of trays to come in. And then I'll go pick those up. And then after that, I'll be done. So, why did I have 3 different phases? The first phase was to make sure everything was, lining up and going in the direction that they wanted to go in. So that was like the original molding, getting it together, right? The second phase, the bite wasn't perfect like the orthodontist wanted them to be. And then also it was like some cosmetic stuff that I just felt like certain things were tighter in certain areas. It wasn't as close in others. So it was some of those things that we wanted to work on. So that was 9 more trays. And then this final phase is going to be, I actually don't know how many trays it's going to be. I usually don't know until they get them in. But I was hoping that I was going to be done by my birthday. And my birthday is in 4 weeks. So I doubt I'm done by my birthday. So this last phase is going to be just cosmetic stuff. So now that my bite is perfect, because I went a couple weeks ago. Now that my bite is perfect, we just want to finish any last remaining cosmetic touch-ups that I want. And it's mostly just to bring this side inward a little bit. I don't know if you could tell. Probably not. But anyways, this side just needs to be a little bit tighter like this one. And then we'll be good. And then I'm going to get my teeth whitened. And then it's going to be perfect. And then I wouldn't have had to do veneers. Because my dentist said no when I asked about veneers. And so I was a really great candidate for Invisalign, especially now that I'm seeing it myself. Like, I really have nice sized teeth, very healthy. I made sure I did everything on a dental plan. So I started going to my dentist, I think 3 years ago. And I told them some of the things that I was interested in, how I wanted my teeth to look. And they basically put me on like this whole plan to get like, if I had any type of cavities that needed to be refilled. I ended up having to do like, I think it was like a root canal for one of them. I've had 2 crowns. I had like a whole plan of things that I had to knock out before we considered Invisalign. Because one thing about Invisalign going through your dentist is they're going to do what's necessary for your health, your gum health and your teeth health, as opposed to going through like some of these companies that you see on television, like Smile Direct Club and whatever else, Smile something. People were suing these companies because they were having like gingivitis, gum infections, and all this other stuff. But it's like, they're not a dentist. So they're not diagnosing any type of current problems or potential problems that you already have going on in your mouth. They're just straightening your teeth up. And so your teeth are moving, which is why Invisalign hurts, because as they move, things are happening. And if you already have issues in your mouth, you're probably going to make them worse. So I definitely was not going to go through something like that. I just went ahead and went through my dentist. And I've loved my experience. And so I'm pretty happy with them. Once I get through my last phase, I'll give a final update on my social media. So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. But so far, I mean, I love it. I definitely choose this over braces because your girl was not going to get no braces. Absolutely the fuck not. So no. All right, let me put some lip balm on top of this because I don't just like the matte look. I like my lips to have a little shine to them. All right, so let's wrap this video up because the camera's overheating again and I got stuff to do. So before I wrap up, I'm just going to go through a few of my favorites. So I was asked a few questions about like favorite this, favorite that. So I'll just go through them. So my favorite restaurant in Atlanta and other fine dining restaurants that I like. So my favorite fine dining restaurant in Atlanta, if you follow me on social media, if you follow me on my Instagram page, you know that I go to Little Alley every other month. So Little Alley Steakhouse, hands down, is my favorite fine dining restaurant in Atlanta. I usually get whatever seafood option because I'm not a red meat girl, but I have started eating lamb chops. I make some bomb ass lamb chops, which is probably why I need to put that video out because I did lamb chops for, was it Christmas or New Year's? One of them, but they were busting. Okay, so I'll do lamb chops. But yeah, so my favorite restaurant in Atlanta is Little Alley Steakhouse. My favorite type of food is seafood, so wherever I go, usually I'll probably order the seafood option because that's just what I like, because all bad bitches eat seafood. um, Most recently, me and my girlfriend Ash went to Knife, and Knife was really good. So it was real cute. Again, y'all probably saw my pictures on Instagram. The food was good. The service was all right. I think we had a new waiter, and he was not the best, but he tried. So you get a B for effort. Favorite designer brand. My favorite designer brand, I mean, see all the orange boxes. So Louis Vuitton is my favorite designer brand. I love Louis Vuitton. Yeah, I love them. But however, I think with my favorite designer shoes, I own quite a few pair of Christian Louboutins. So I think my favorite designer for shoes would be Christian Louboutin, and for like everything else would be Louis Vuitton. My favorite perfumes. So I have a couple perfume videos that I will link up top. And I would say out of my collection, the one that I reach for the most. Alright, y'all, so the camera cut off on us, so we gotta go ahead and finish off. So again, my favorite perfume would be Maison Francis Kurkdjian Gentle Fluidity in Gold. I mixed that perfume with a lot of my other perfumes, and it's just my go-to scent. I reach for that the most. Ken told me it smells like an adult version of what I used to wear in high school, which was the Juicy Couture. So he said it smells like a more mature version of the Juicy Couture, and he really likes it on me. I really like it on me. It smells really good. And again, I mix it with a few things. I mix it with like the Kayali Cherry from time to time. I mix it with the Angel Share. I'll mix it with other different perfumes that has like a more of a spicy scent to it, just to sweeten it up, because it is a sweeter smell. So I like to mix it with kind of like spicy scents. Favorite type of music. So I love R&B music, but I do listen to rap, hip hop music to like get me lit. Especially when I'm getting ready to go out and I'm getting dressed, because I can't always listen to slow music because then I'm gonna move slow. So I like to listen to Pandora a lot, the different Pandora stations. My favorite Pandora station to listen to when I'm getting dressed is like the what is it, top shelf rap and R&B playlist. That's how I learned a lot of music too, because it'll be like a new song that's like, you know, like a street hood song, and I'll know it, and Kian be like, how the hell you know that song? Because mind you, I sit at home and in the house all day until the weekend. But yeah, so I really like R&B music though. We went to the concert this past weekend. Well, two concerts, Mother's Day weekend. We went to the Strength of a Woman Mary J. Blige concert, which had Lauryn Hill headlined, which she doesn't perform the original versions of her songs, and she kind of like really speeds them up, and it's heavy instrumentation, which don't get me wrong, I love instrumentation. Instrumentation. I used to be in a band when I was in school. I played the flute. I was very exceptional at playing the flute. I actually kind of miss it. Maybe I should buy a new flute. But yeah, I think I've mentioned that before on my channel. So yeah, I played the flute for quite a few years, and I was really great at it. I was first chair a few years. I did concert band. I tried marching band. It wasn't my thing. It wasn't for me. I don't like to be outside. I don't like to sweat. So yeah, it wasn't for me. But yeah, I love like live music, R&B music, soft music. So the concerts were nice. We saw Summer Walker, we saw Lucky Day, Money Long, who else? Coco Jones. She did a really great job, but she didn't perform like her main songs that be on like the Apple playlist, because I do listen to the Apple playlist as well. So I listened to the Rap Life playlist on Apple Music, R&B Now. Look, I know the names of them. R&B Now, Mood, Me and Bay. I don't know what's the like sexy playlist, but I'll tell Alexa, like, I'd be like, Alexa, play some sexy music, and whatever playlist she be playing, she be doing the things. So I mean, I like that. I like that a lot too. And then yeah, I've been posting a lot about how the summer about to be lit, my birthday coming, all that stuff. So people ask what I'm doing for the summer, and I have a few vacations planned this summer. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog all of them because I don't want to be a terrible vlogger and YouTuber and then y'all get mad. So we're hoping for the best for me and my vlogging and my editing, because it's not the vlogging, it's really not, it's the editing. So we're gonna pray for the best. I'm hoping and expecting to carry y'all along with me this summer, but I do want y'all to have a grace with me because again, sometimes I be struggling on what I want to put out there. So yeah, summer's gonna be fun. I have a few vacations planned. We're going to the Beyonce concert, me and the girls and my mom. My birthday is next month. We're going out of town. We have family reunions. We have a couple weddings, and we have our anniversary trip. So if anything, I'll probably bring y'all to like the main like big things for us and for me. And then all the little stuff will just be like social media posts. So alright babes, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed talking to y'all. I enjoyed making it. I know I probably rambled at times a little bit, but you know, I just had to give y'all the tea on what's been up with me. So let me know if y'all enjoyed this video or if there's anything else y'all nosy people want to know. And also let me know if y'all want those 2 vlogs that I didn't put out at the end of the year, because, you know, we can do a little 2022 unreleased end of the year vlogs, okay? If y'all want them, just let me know, and I'll release them, because this is our channel. We do what we want to do here. It doesn't matter that the time has passed. If y'all want to see what we was doing and how we got on the floor seats and all that stuff, just let me know. Y'all want to see why we was in the little sprinter and what we was going and all that good stuff, just let me know. But thank y'all so much for coming back and listening to me and interacting with me on social media and just being here a part of this community with me. I do miss y'all. I do apologize for taking so much time away, but again, I had to take time to myself in order for me to be better for you guys. So please let me know in the comments what else y'all want to see, what else y'all want to know, and we're gonna just continue to grow on this journey together. Thank y'all so much for being here. I love and appreciate y'all, and until next time.